Hi everyone, Namaste, and thank you for dropping by to my YouTube channel to watch this video today. My name is Sucheta, and today's session is going to be a mini session to open up through the hips as well as our lower back. So since it's a short one, let's get right into it. We'll start with just a little bit of breathing and centering. So we're going to come into something known as the Ujjayi breathing. So for this, still keeping your body soft, but sitting upright if you can. Let's start to take 3 inhales, in through the nose, out through the mouth, making the HA sound, which sounds like the waves of the ocean. So it goes like this: inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, one more time like that, inhaling through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Now let's breathe in and out through the nose, but trying to recreate that sound. So inhaling through the nose, exhale through the nose. 2 more times like that. As you inhale, try to note that your belly expands, your chest expands towards the outside. And exhale, it goes back in towards the spine. And one more time, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Now this form of breathing is what we want to keep up through the practice today. So one of the greatest intentions you can have is to notice, am I in my Ujjayi breathing when you're in your sessions and in the poses. So now from here, let's get ready to start warming up through the hips. So to be able to do this, let's start first by bringing our knees together at the midline, hugging it in, feet as close to you as possible, shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, start to bring the forehead gently down to the knees. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Now it may be that you can't bring your forehead to the knees. That's completely fine. You can stay up like this. Feel the release around the lower back. One more deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Now from here, let's open up the legs, coming into a Sukhasana or easy seated pose. And here we're going to start opening up through the hip joint. So now one of the things you want to note is the hip is a spherical joint. So when we're doing these rotations, you want to ensure that you're moving, your leg movement helps to move around that spherical joint of your hip. So let's do that. First, find your sit bones. Make sure that you're sitting on the sit bones and your chest is proud and you're not leaning back at any point of time into the tailbone, because this is something that will actually be harmful to you later on. So even if the rotation's not that big, do it all on the sit bones. Let's take a big circle. Inhale back, exhale forward. Again, inhale back, big circle, exhale forward. 3rd round. Let's reverse. 3, try to open it up as much as you can. 2, good. 1 more. Very good. Now from here, we're going to go into something known as cradling the baby. So first, just open up the outer hip, rock side to side, get a little bit comfortable in the body, remove tension. And then from there, let's start to bring the foot into the opposite elbow joint and wrap the other arm around. If you can, interlock the fingers in front. You are on your sit bones once again. Just ensure that you don't come into this sort of rounded posture, okay? So sit up nice and straight over here. Now it may be, and we're just going to rock side to side like cradling a baby. Now you may not get here, you may be here, that's fine as well. Whatever helps you to open up the hip joint. Let's get 3 more counts. 1, 2, and 3. Now with the same foot, let's hold the outer edge of the foot, finding your sit bones again with both your hands. And then from there, rolling the shoulders at the back, keeping the ears over the shoulder. So once we do this pose, try not to keep leaning forward with your neck. We're trying to open up your hip joint. So moving the head forward is not going to help that. So what you want to do is, in this position, start bringing the foot to the forehead and hold it there. Now, it may be that your foot just reaches here. That's completely fine as well. So this is the option I'm going to show on the sit bones, activating the abs a little bit. Deep breaths in. Let's hold for another 3 counts. 1, 2, and 3. Gently bringing it back down. Very good. From here, let's just do a forward fold and feel the difference between your right and your left side. Keep the hips grounded into the mat. And gently lean forward, relaxing from what we've just done, surrendering to the pose. And on your next inhale, gently coming back up. Let's do this on the other side, starting with hip rotations for your left leg. Find the sit bones once again. And here, holding the outer part of the left foot, let's start. Big circle. 1, 2. All of this is just to open and let go of tension. Reverse. Let go of any sort of tightness and stiffness that's formed over the course of time in our bodies. Now from here, cradling the baby, let's bring that foot. Before we do that, let's rock side to side, just gently opening up. 3 more counts. 3, 2, 1. Now let's bring this foot into the opposite elbow joint, wrapping it around like this. And you start to move side to side once again on the sit bones. You start to hug it in towards your chest as much as you can if this is accessible to you. If it's not, then we're here and that's fine as well. 3 more counts. 1, 2, and 3. Now from there, hold the outside of the foot with both hands like this. Rock side to side, finding your sit bones once again, and start to bring the foot to the head and hold. Now once again, you may be here and that's fine as well. Feel the nice stretch in the lower back, the outer hip. These are the areas we're targeting. Let's do 3 more counts. 3, 2, 1. Gently bringing it back down. Now from here, let's get ready for a forward fold once again. Inhale, try to do it with your breath. And exhaling through the nose, bringing the head back down. And then taking another deep inhale and coming back up. Now from here, let's come into something known as the fire log pose. So here we're going to line up your knee with the ankle joint. So if you have the mat in front of you, or you can draw an invisible line, that your knee and ankle joint, you can start with the left leg, line up at 90 degrees like this. And then you take your other leg and place it over the same way. So your ankle joint comes on top of the opposite knee, and automatically your right knee will come onto your left foot. Now this may be enough for you. Maybe the leg is here and you're already feeling quite an intense stretch. So there are a few levels on this. If this is where you are, just take both your hands, not on the knee joint, but behind it. You start to press it down a little bit. Never impact your joint with any kind of pressure. That's generally unsafe. And stay here. This is the pose for you. For the rest of us, if you are already feeling quite open here, we start to come into a forward fold. So bring the hands like this, roll the shoulders at the back. Exhale, leading with the chest, shoulders away from the ears, start to fold forward. You can bring the hands out in front. Keep your top foot flexed for a deeper stretch and hold. 3 more counts. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, gently coming back up. That was a nice stretch for more of the outer hip and a little bit deeper in. Let's switch the legs. So bringing the right leg down, let's line up the ankle with the knee joint of the right leg now. Take the left leg on top, place it like this so it comes directly on top of one another. First option, take both your hands behind the knee joint. Just apply a little bit of pressure here and hold. For those who want more, inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward. You can reach the arms out in front as well. And hold, flex your top foot. And on the next inhale, gently coming back up. Now from there, release the legs. Let's hug the knees into the chest one more time like this, just releasing from what we've done. And exhale, bring the forehead to the knees. And hold. If that's not accessible today, then you just stay up, releasing out into the lower back, the sides of the hips. Try to take 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. Relax. On the next inhale, let's open up our eyes. And from here, we're going to go into another pose known as lizard pose. So for this one, we're going to come onto our hands and our knees like this into tabletop position. And here you want to line up your wrist joint underneath your elbow joint, directly underneath the shoulder joint. Hands are hip distance apart. Knees are hip distance apart, and it also lines up directly underneath your hip. Now from here, what you're going to do is you're going to lift your right leg up to start with, activating through the abs, and then exhale, land that foot forward to your outside your right hand. So here you may want to pad out your back knee if in case you're feeling this is too intense for your knee. All right. So from here, let's start to stretch that back leg at the back as much as we can. And gently, you can move front and back. You can move side to side, just gently opening up those hips. Let's just keep it nice and easy here. And then you might find that you want to come down a little bit more. And then you can come down onto the elbow joints, just relaxing the head down as well. And let's hold it here for 3 breaths. Inhale. 2. Try to sink a little deeper when it gets accessible. And 1. Inhale, gently coming back up. Let's take this foot behind gently. Rock your hips side to side to just release from what we've done. And from there, let's prepare to do it on the other side. So find your position once again, your right tabletop. Let's take the left leg back, lift it up to the length of the body, turn the hip down so that your hip bones are facing to the ground, tuck in through the belly. Exhale, land this foot forward to the left hand, outside your left hand. And again, adjust your back knee to take it as back as possible. Pad it out if required. And then from there, start to move front and back. You can move side to side, whatever helps. And then from there, you might find that it's easy to come down onto the elbow joints and just relax. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, round 2. One more round, round 3. On the next inhalation, let's come back up. Let's come into a child's pose here. Opening up the knees, bringing the big toes together. Exhale, bring the hips on top of the heels. And you can just keep moving side to side if you're still feeling the stretch. And then stop the movement and reach the arms forward, leading with the chest melting down. And then exhale, let your head land wherever it does. And let's just take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale. Let it go. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Now from there, let's gently come back to our seated position. So coming onto the knees and then sitting back down, finding your Sukhasana once again. We're going to do just a seated relaxation and centering over here. So just bring your hands back, palms facing up on top of the knees. Sit up nice and straight if you can. Let's enjoy the fruits of that mini practice today. Notice the changes, the opening in the lower back, the hips. One more time, deep breath in, the deepest inhale you've taken all day. Exhale, let it go. Now bring the palms together at the center of the chest. Let's bow our head down in gratitude to the practice and ourselves for showing up here on the mat today. Rub the palms together, making it nice and warm. Take the warm palms, cupping it over the eyes gently, massaging your eyes with the warmth. And then take the palms all over the body, opening your eyes whenever you are ready. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me with that practice. Please do drop some comments or some feedback and let me know how that worked for you. Thank you.